projects to enhance the life of the school, such as the Spirit Week, teacher and student dairs, and some bake sales. Consequently, they raised money to provide a €100 scholarship for next year's Harvard Model Congress. Also a donation to the Guatemala Trees Project, and they were also able to buy some additional books for the school library. A special thanks to Mrs. Murray and to Mr. Moran for their support to the students. I think they might like to say something at this stage.
Hello again. This is not false modesty when I say that all the thanks is due to Kimberly Murray, who transformed the student council from something which just was and was tripping on. She really made it something dynamic and active on a regular basis. And she told me she wasn't able to speak in front of people, which is why I'm on the stage. I heard you saying all that. Do you want me to say it still? Okay. So again, all the thanks to Kim. So Alyssa was the president, and she was a really good president. Sam Cumby, don't talk to the end. Sam Cumby was the vice president. Bailey was the treasurer, and he took that job very seriously and did very well. Julia wanted to start a revolution, but still just remained secretary. Melissa Dunn was a very competent and well-organised 75-year-old common sense middle school president. And Caitlin Manning was a middle school vice president and was again quite active. So thanks to all of them, they raised over €200, put back into the school for a scholarship and library books. And this wouldn't have happened unless the initiative had been taken by Mrs. Murray.
While the Massillon students have benefited from their affiliation with the EBI school, being associated with Massillon has allowed the EBI students the opportunity to interact with students in the French system on a daily basis, socially, in class, and through several organised special activities. Toute l'équipe des sports se joint à nous et souhaite remercier tous les élèves qui ont participé à l'UNSS le mercredi après-midi en tir à l'arc, badminton, escalade et course d'orientation pour leur fidélité et leur motivation. L'équipe EPS souhaiterait également féliciter les lycéens qui ont participé aux différents championnats de course d'orientation et de raid nature. Ils ont obtenu une très belle première place et deuxième place au Mauvergnat à 5%. Donc bravo à Philippe Darcourt et à Toby Johnson. Deux mentions spéciales pour les collégiens. Mathilde Communal a participé au championnat de France collège en course d'orientation à Nantua, dans l'Ain. Deuxième mention spéciale pour Félix Oswelski pour sa qualification au championnat de France de tir à l'arc. Il faut aussi féliciter nos 5 raideurs citoyens qui se sont qualifiés pour la finale à Paris le 16 juin dernier. Donc bravo à Petro Gika, Ellen Boyer, Rosie Boyer, Nisharka Müller et Lazar Manchik. Tout au long de l'année, nos élèves de 5e et de 6e, dans le cadre de leur classe de musique, ont participé à la préparation d'un concert qui a eu lieu vendredi dernier et qui a connu un réel succès. Nous tenons à féliciter Madame Clermont, l'enseignante de musique, et les élèves qui ont participé à cette action. Merci à tous. As part of our educational program, we are pleased to offer several extracurricular activities during which our students are encouraged to exercise their creativity and to develop their social skills for the benefit of the wider community. Une fois encore, des élèves se sont rendus dans le service scolaire du CHU à Estin pour animer les ateliers qu'ils avaient préparés pour les enfants hospitalisés. Merci à tous les élèves qui ont participé avec Valérie à ces activités. Au nom des enfants, nous vous remercions pour votre investissement. Merci Ruxandra, Sarah, Michael, Sam et tous les élèves de la classe de FLE avancée qui ont préparé des projets pour les enfants. Thank you for giving your time to help in this school event. This year again, you will be able to have a wonderful souvenir of your friends and school activities in the yearbook. Unless you have been involved in its preparation, it's hard to imagine the amount of work which is required. We would like to thank the children of the primary school for their beautiful drawings and the students of 8th and 10th grade, and especially the 9th grade students for their contribution. A very special thanks, however, is due to Valerie for the days, nights, weekends that she spent in editing, correcting, proofreading, and all of that, of course, in her usual discreet manner. Thank you, Valerie. Nous avons beaucoup apprécié cette année notre collaboration étroite avec l'Appel Massillon et sa commission internationale. Nous tenons à remercier M. Jean-François Vestre pour sa volonté d'intégrer l'EBI dans la grande communauté de Massillon par le biais de différentes activités. Un grand merci à M. Bertrand pour avoir organisé les entretiens de motivation en anglais pour les élèves de l'OIB et EBI, ainsi qu'à tous les parents qui se sont portés volontaires pour préparer nos jeunes pour l'avenir. Cette action a été particulièrement appréciée par nos élèves présents. Nous voudrions ce soir souhaiter un très joyeux anniversaire à Madame Jourdain. Elle est là, je crois. Merci Madame Jourdain pour tout ce que vous faites pour faciliter les relations entre nos deux écoles. This year again, we are indebted to a team of parents who are always willing to help us with different school activities. And especially today, we want to thank you for the beautiful decoration of the hall. So with all the ladies who were involved in decorating the hall this morning, this afternoon, if you would like just to stand up because we would like to show our appreciation. Don't be shy. We have spent a lot of time this evening recalling events in the secondary school. But we must not forget all the work and the effort done by the younger children and, of course, by the teachers. The life of a primary school is wide and varied. It would take some time to mention all the activities and projects which fill the year in our primary school. But we would like to highlight just a few key moments in the school year. The rentrée is a time of excitement and apprehension when both children and parents wait in anticipation as they hear the name of the teacher and the classmates. From this moment on, the life of the school begins. The Christmas Carol concert is one of the high points in the school calendar, when the dulcet tones of children's voices are heard throughout the school as they practice for the annual carol concert in the cathedral. The school carnival announces the beginning of spring. The children, and some teachers, dress up in their favourite costumes and enjoy an afternoon of music, dancing, and of course the traditional crepe. Throughout the year, the children participate in many educational school trips and visits to museums and exhibitions. Last Wednesday, in the Salle des Fêtes, in this room, it reverberated with the voices of excited children from grades 2 to 5 and their parents as they participated in the Big Quiz, which was this year's fundraising activity. Several teams battled their way through intense rounds on subjects such as language, geography, and technology. And even the round on food caused quite a stir. We would like to thank all those who were involved, especially the parents, who found some of the questions quite difficult. And we are delighted to be able to donate a sum of €450 to the World Bicycle Relief Organisation, which mobilises people through the power of bicycles. They envision a world where distance is no longer a barrier to education, healthcare, and economic opportunity. A big thank you is due to all the teachers who animated this event. Next year, we'll have a microphone, I promise. We would like to thank the students of the secondary school for their help on several occasions in the primary school, whether in listening to children read, in presenting exciting science experiments, or in geography quizzes. And now, with the arrival of summer, the children are getting excited as the Kermesse approaches. This annual fun day brings the school year to a close, when pupils and teachers alike expend their final ounces of energy as they produce a show worthy of Broadway. And so, a very big thank you, and a very big personal thank you to the staff of the primary school for teaching our children. And before ending this first part of our ceremony, we would like to take a few moments to say goodbye to Sarah Crofts, who will be leaving shortly. Since joining EBI 7 years ago, Sarah has been involved in various aspects of school life, which have been both exciting and challenging. After spending a year in Massillon, Sarah came back into the international section in 11th grade, and we hope that all her efforts of this last year will be rewarded. Now she's really ready for life in Scotland, adult life in Scotland, and all that that entails. We wish her good luck and sincerely all the best for the future. Sarah.
Hello everybody. Even though today I'm not officially graduating, some of you may know I'm starting my next chapter in my life. I'm not officially French either, but I now consider France to be my home, and it's going to be really hard to leave. I'm going to start. Hang on, I'm sorry. Here is where I grew up, where I made lifelong friends, and I've had the most memorable experiences. I've had some ups and downs, but most times are great, and plus life would be pretty boring if we didn't have some downs in there anyway. My experience in this school is almost indescribable, not in a bad way, of course, but what I'm trying to say is, even though there are the teachers and the students, we're all in some weird way a family. And from the day I walked into the school, I've never felt out of place, and everybody here is just so accepting and open, and I'm so grateful to have had this opportunity. I may be here on stage representing the international side, but I would like to take the time just to mention my time on the French side. And even though the French side didn't go the way it was planned for me, it was still an experience that I won't forget. I certainly won't regret it, as having had the chance to experience a different system of schooling that unfortunately wasn't for me, helped me decide what I wanted to do after I finished school. I would like to thank the teachers that have helped me along the way and not giving up on me, but most importantly for giving me the second chance. I went through a rough patch that I'm not proud of, but I've learned from my mistakes. And I wasn't the best student for always handing work in on time, and the teachers got frustrated with that, but now I can see why. Because I was capable of so much more, and I proved myself this year, hopefully. And I hopefully proved the teachers also that I merited that second chance. And again, thanks to all of you. And if I'm really going to be honest, I didn't think I would miss coming into Massillon every day, but I already do. And hang on, I'm sorry, I've lost my place. I would also like to point out a member of staff that, even though isn't a teacher, has always been there for me from the very beginning, from when I first came to visit the school, and it was she also that introduced me to my first friend here, that I still to this day keep in touch with, even though they live in Bulgaria. So thank you, Madame Guiton, for being there also for me. I would also like to thank all the people and friends that I've met on this journey, as they have welcomed me into their different cultures and helped me discover who I am. It is thanks to them that I have my own opinions and views, as being in a school so diverse, we can't be afraid to say or express what we think. But most importantly, I would like to thank my mum and my dad for being there for every step of the way, even when I went through the devil child phase. They never gave up on me, and I know they still might find it hard to believe, but I do appreciate them for everything they have done for me. And it is mainly thanks to them that I am the person that I am. I am so proud of them and admire them for who they are, even if sometimes I don't show it. I love you and thank you for giving me this incredible opportunity. Finally, to all the students that are staying here at Massillon, I just want to say a few things. No matter what grades you get, if they're good or if they're bad, keep working to the best you can, because trust me, coming from experience, discouraging yourself and getting upset gets you nowhere. You should take every grade with pride and see it as progress and not failure, because there are no failures. We all get there in the end. Also, if you have friends leaving, you will get new ones coming, and it's a great thing because I can basically travel anywhere in the world without even having to pay for a hotel. Most importantly, don't forget to enjoy yourselves. And thanks again to everyone who has been a part of my life these past 7 years and have been there for me every step of the way.
I think maybe some of Sarah's friends would like to come and say a word or two. Here they come.
So, Sarah, we prepared a speech for you. Okay. So I'm gonna Sarah, you are our small freckled friend. We've been through so many illegal things. Not really illegal. Remember when we always used to hang out every Thursday morning before going to Mr. Moran's class? So interesting. Or the first time we went ice skating that Friday night. I am obviously not going to list all of our memories because this will be a little offensive. Because Mr. Moran and Mr. Clark would be dead by then. It was just a joke, of course. But sometimes small people have the biggest hearts. Like you, my great friend. I still remember my first day on the international section. I was really confused, mostly by the endless English classes with Mr. Clark. But you were always comforting me.
Remember during the London trip when we sneaked out of the youth hostel at 2 a.m. just to get food? And when we got so bored during that Shakespeare play that we wanted to die? Remember also having to wash 1,000 glasses at 6 o'clock in the morning? Those were great times. I unfortunately can't say much more about the fun times we had, because I would have to mention a lot of names of people that are possibly in this room. But I must say, you are a very crazy yet amazing friend, and I hope you don't drown in the rain when you go back to Scotland. Although France and Scotland are only a couple of hours apart, it still won't be the same as seeing you every day in Massio. You will be truly missed. But fortunately, we will see you again tonight. And we like that. Yay!
And now we're going to have a song from some of our students, followed by a 10-minute break, and that's after which the graduation ceremony will begin. A song and then a 10-minute break. Thank you.